Good afternoon, everyone. Once again, welcome to Headstand with Idalis. This is a space where we can talk about health, wellness, and aesthetics at professional level. Thank you very much to everyone who have stayed connecting with my program every month, with all the VIP guests, with all the global professional in the health, wellness, and aesthetics. As I always have surprise for you today, we have a special VIP guest, and I'm very happy to have her. I always say the same, but it's true. All of them are very busy. She canceled me this interview more than 2 or 3 times, I believe. She never have time, but because these passions and love, she always wants to be part of this. So I have patience. I was waiting for her, and thank God so far we found a little bit time. And today we're going to have a short conversation with Dr. Lanna. Dr. Lanna Cheuck is here in New York, and I would like to share with you guys an amazing history about Dr. Lanna. Welcome, Dr. Lanna. How do you feel today?
I feel great. Thank you so much for having me. I'm sorry that we had to cancel so many times, but all good things will come, and I'm really excited to be on your Hashtime with Idalis.
Thank you, Doctor. No problem. I know that everyone is busy, but we do every day, and we have different professional ideas. Everyone works together as a multidisciplinary. That's the idea from Global Integral Beauty. Work together. Like we have to realize how important it is to work with all the professionals together, because at the end, this is the best benefit for our patient. And that's why you are here. We follow you with all your expertise, your year experience, and right now you are training too. So you have all that the professional looking for and the patient looking for. And also, just to remind you, this week I refer a patient for Dr. Lana because we have a patient that we cannot do a special treatment that the patient have once. And that's why I called her immediately if she can do it. She said, yes, of course. And this is the wonderful part for this platform. How easy it is to work together without thinking that we are a competition. We don't have competition. We are unique. Dr. Lana is unique. And she have all the expertise, and that's the part that we're going to hear today from her. Dr. Lana, I would like that you introduce yourself, about your career, about your experience, about your love, about your passion.
Absolutely. So my name is Dr. Lanna. I'm based out in New York City. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Dr. Lanna Aesthetics. About 6 years ago, I pivoted from being the 1% of female minority women urologist. So I'm a urologic surgeon. I do robotics, and I was happy. I love my patients. I love taking care of patients, but after having children, I just realized that I wanted something more. I wanted something of my own, and I wanted to build a practice. And as you know, in medicine, there's a huge pay gap between men and women. And when I learned about this huge pay gap, and I learned that I was actually due for a raise, and I asked for a raise and they didn't give me a raise, I said, well, let me take matters into my own hands. And because I have 2 children with special needs, my first one is born blind, my younger one is autistic, and my older one's autistic as well, that I thought, as a mother, as a sole provider of my family, I have to do whatever it takes to make sure that my children are cared for and they're financially independent. And so I switched over to aesthetics about 6 years ago, and I fell in love with it, Idalis. I fell in love with it because I'm always somebody who's very good with my hands. I'm always someone who's very technical, and I'm also a people pleaser, and I think that because I love relationships with people, I love building relationships, I think that when people come to me and they trust me with their face, I just realize that it's something so powerful for me to do to help women feel their most confident self and step into that confidence on a whole new level with just non-surgical procedures. And so that's how I fell in love with it. And that's how I kind of got into it, because I needed to, out of necessity, build something for myself. And I am so happy that everything happened the way it was supposed to happen for me to get to this place that I am now, so that I can give great care to people from near and afar who travel in to come see me.
Thank you very much, Doctor. To introduce yourself, I just want to know everyone who are here and it is new and they don't know about myself. My name is Idalis Bailey. I'm a nurse with MBA in marketing, a New York State medical license in aesthetics, and all the expert treatment in laser hair removal, laser skin rejuvenation, and also I'm a global leader in integral beauty. This is amazing platform that I building during the pandemic time. After working more than 16 years in my medical spa too, I'm very happy like how to balance work with patient but also work with profession. Because my idea, again, as I told you from the beginning, is working as a multidisciplinary, is working together, support each other, learn every day. I enjoy this kind of interview because every single day I enjoy with all the professionals, learning everything new, and I feel very happy how we can connecting together. Especially with Dr. Lanna, she have a beautiful history with her family, her passion, her love. And today I have to share with you, and I want to thank Dr. Lanna because you believe in my project from last year, and this project have only 3 years, but these projects are growing like flying. But why? Just only because professional value this special work that we are doing together. And I want to thank you because again you are very busy, but I knock your door and I invite you to be part of the first year of the Global Integral Beauty Conference as a speaker, and you say yes, I want to help you. I want to be part of this platform. Either we was starting, but that's quality of human, that's professional, that's the part that how we can stimulate and help with the small business, woman, and a lot of things in common. But right now, we have to push all together to continue to expand globally. But just we professional who believe in professional work, with professional ethics. That's the idea. And thank you very much, Doctor. I think that that's the best moment to give you this to tell you thank you. Yes, it's very small word for all your work that you are doing, but I just talking with my heart. Okay.
I thank you so much. I think it's so important to have opportunities to say yes to certain opportunities that come your way, because you never know what happens when you build relationships. And one of the things that I love doing, Idal, is I love building relationships. I love networking. And the more you put yourself out there, the more visible you are, the more people that you know, all these opportunities come, right? And so I was happy to say yes, because I know something that you're building is very special. And you have a lot of South Americans, like Brazilians, like people, international people that follow you from all over. I mean, how amazing is that you're able to get such a global network of community, right? And so part of what I like to do, and I speak Spanish too, is I love to put myself out there. I love to be visible. I love to show people who we are, because you never know somebody that you could help just by asking the right questions. And you are so good at reaching out to people, asking the right questions to say, do you want to be a part of something amazing that I'm building? So I really applaud you and everything that you're doing and you're succeeding in. So thank you, Idalis.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. Everything is just because you and all the professionals believe in this platform. That's why we are growing. Without you guys, I can't do it. But I feel very happy with you. Doctor, I have a special question. Let's go to a little bit deep in your expertise. It's very short, but I would like to hear a little bit about you. About injections, about the injectable part that now is very competitive. Everyone is doing that. So far, so good. It's good because people have more conscience that how important it is to take care and how important is to do in non-invasive 100% treatment, so they can fix, they don't feel confident with one part. They can do so many things without to do the 100% invasive plastic surgery. So I would like to know a little bit more how you can help your patient to connect with them to trust you, to feel comfortable with your treatment and your experience
I think
in the
that's a
general
great
part.
question. Yeah, that's a great question. It's so important, Idalis, because there's so many people out there who either are not licensed or who don't have the credentials to do this, and we get those patients, you know. And I think there's more opportunity for educating patients nowadays, especially with social media. So people are understanding that they don't want to discount with when it comes to their face and their health, right? Because if you're going to these discount people, they're probably either not licensed or they're getting fake products that are not FDA, and they're having issues. And then by the time you know that person is so traumatized and finding the right doctor to fix it, by that time they've already been traumatized and they spent all this money, and now they have to spend more money for fixing. So I feel like there's a lot more education out there. I think that the fact that social media has been really big, and I've always been a big proponent and educator of understanding the anatomy, the injections, and the artistry. I think that is really what connects me with my patients, or connect my patients to me. I think it's really important that my patients know that I'm not only an injector, and I do this all day, every day, 6 days a week for many, many years, but also that I have that artistic eye and that artistry, right? And so now with social media, the advent of social media, you can see the befores and afters. You could see the whole picture. You could see the whole global harmonization, the whole face symmetry, rejuvenation, the balancing, and not just the one and done. You know, back then with lip fillers, people would just put lip fillers in just to make them big and plump. But we realize now that it's not just about volume. It's not just about, duck lips. It's about shaping the lips. It's about giving symmetry. It's about understanding the anatomy of the lip tissue and understanding what your goals are with that patient, right? And so the expectations and what you provide to the patients and their goals are very important. And so I think what helps me stand out in the industry is, number one, people see my skills, which never would have been possible without having social media, having Instagram. We have almost 100,000 followers, and I'll do a lot of videos of befores and afters. And my patients are so lovely, Dallas, that they allow me to post. And when they allow me to post, it's telling me they support me and my vision, because I'm posting not to show off the patient. I'm posting so that I can empower other people, other women, to say, you know what? I've always been very self-conscious, and I've always had low confidence about this specific issue. And I see someone on Dr. Lanna's Instagram that looks like me with the same issues and concerns I have. So I know that I can get to my goal because I see what she's doing on social media. So I feel like social media is such an important platform for us to show our work, to showcase our work. But also, Idalis, I am a trainer. I'm a key opinion leader. I'm a national trainer for Galderma. So when people see people that do good work, are good people who really care, and they are trainers in the field, and they train all these other injectors, I think that gives that credibility, that influence, and the authority that to say, I trust that injector. So I do think that being visible, putting us out there on social media, and being a trainer for all these years have really helped people gain trust in me, but also knowing me on a personal level and allowing myself to be vulnerable on social media, allowing myself to be on stage telling my story, which, sometimes I cry, right? But we are all human. We all have our own story. We all have our own why we're doing something, and why we're so passionate about doing that thing. And I think when people hear our passion and they see our work and they see that we really care about you, it's very easy for them to say automatically they trust that person because they have that caliber of expertise, artistry, and the care and the customer experience. So I think all those things all wrap up to answer your question of how I feel that I'm able to deliver exceptional care to my patients, but also excellent customer service to them as well.
Okay, let me tell you, doctor, and I want to congratulate you because the social media, that was the way that I found you.
Yes.
And I working in marketing, and I work in long time in marketing with my own experience too. For me, the priority is customer service. My purpose in this business when I started just working only as a quality of service. Again, the same, just give my patient the real expectation, get connection with my patient, offer them that I don't do a treatment. I just be like company for them, be with them. And I saw you in the social media, very organic. I love what you do in social media. I'm not focusing in quantity. I just focus in more in quality. So I'm not desperate to get like 20, 50K. I'm desperate to get good and real content. Like people really believe in myself, and also the real testimony from my patients. So when I was doing the follow-up and looking for you, I love the work that you was doing. That's why we did all the research, and definitely everything that you are talking today, I'm so proud, because that's the big support that you're going to offer for the global integrated beauty community. That's beautiful. I want that all the professional can invite you for a different country, know your experience, share with you the quality, the human quality that you have. That's not common, doctor, because maybe not because the people don't like to do, maybe they are so busy, they don't pay attention, they disappear, they don't connect it with their mind and body because it's too much responsibility, stress, tension. And you are amazing. You manage everything, either with your family. I just, you are in life, I always connecting with you because I love to hear your history, and it looks very organic, very real. It connected me as a woman, and I'm very happy. I'm very proud of you, and I want that you know that we are here for you, doctor, because you support us, and I want to support you in everything that I can. Also, the most important for you, but this is when the real professional is a master, is a leader, is very important. You have the experience, but now you are a training. You have your own academic. Usually people don't like to teach because you have your own technique, you don't want to share. No, you are the opposite. Everything that you know, everything that you learn, now you want to share with everyone. And I love that part, because that's the best way that you can continue growing. You can continue expand yourself. You can continue be a leader. A leader is not only to know yourself. Leader is when you manage all the group, and you help everyone, and you give opportunity, and you support each other. This is the real leader. You know, value everyone, and I really respect you because you are doing everything at the same. I would like to know, what is the advice that you want to give from your student, your injector, to be a successful entrepreneur? Because we are here, we want to take your class, and then some of them who don't have the experience how to work like really honestly in this competitive business. What is the message that you can give to them?
I think number one that's so important is to be a good person. That's the most important thing, because when people like you, you'll be successful. Because in sales, and I hate talking about sales because I'm a physician, I'm a surgeon, and we were never taught sales, and we were never taught business in medical school, and so we've always just been very altruistic and just want to help people. And I would do, I worked in the Bronx in a very low income neighborhood, and that made me happy, to give patients the excellent care that they couldn't really get anywhere else, and to be able to take care of those, lower socioeconomic people, and that brings me joy. I think that one of the things that I've learned early on, just in life, is to have humility. Because you want to have enough humility to know that at any time, anything can be taken away from you at any second, but you have to have the confidence to know that you could always earn it back because you're good at what you do. I feel like part of my success, Idalis, and probably yours too, is due to the fact that you're a good person and you help other people. When you help other people without anything in return, expecting anything in return, I realized that things will come your way, opportunities will come your way, good karma will come your way. So I really feel like, number one, being a good person, don't be a shady, business person. It's not about the money. That's the other thing. It's not about the money. When you're passionate about what you do and you're really good and you're an expert at what you do, the money will come. But if you're constantly chasing money as your end goal, as your why, you will never be happy, because it's a journey. The journey is such that you're always growing. We make mistakes, but then we grow from our mistakes, and we have to enjoy those mistakes, enjoy some of the downfalls, because with each mistake, with each downfall, you learn and you become better. And all the successful people that I've ever spoken to, all the CEOs, the eight-figure people, the nine-figure CEO entrepreneurs that I've spoken to, it's always the same. They learn from their mistakes, but they keep on going. They are consistent, Idalis. So in addition to being a good person and helping other people, getting really good in your craft and really investing in your craft. So for instance, if somebody's coming to you, right, Idalis, and they're saying, how much for a lip filler, right? It's really an investment of themselves. It's not just you're paying for the syringe. Our patients are not paying for the syringe. They're investing in their face so that they can feel more confident, so they can look back at the mirror and say, this is what I remember myself to look like before all the stress, before COVID, before the deaths in the family, before all the craziness out there in the world. It's really looking at yourself and seeing that youth, seeing, the happiness, seeing who you are, remembering who you are when you look inside the mirror. So one thing that I would say to other entrepreneurs is really invest in your skills, invest in your training, and invest in those people that have already done the thing that you want to do. Invest in those people who have shown you the way of being not only a great entrepreneur, but getting really excellent results and having people flying in from all over to get those results. A lot of times I'll have my physicians or my injectors go somewhere else to learn from somebody else, and then they come back to me and they say, you know what? I learned certain things from these people, but I realized that they don't have good business acumen. So a lot of the trainers actually don't do a lot in their own practice, or their practice is not very successful. And what they do to supplement their income is to train, versus somebody like what we do here. We are very busy in our practice, but we train because we love teaching. We are passionate about education. I got a full scholarship teaching anatomy in medical school because I love teaching and I love training. And there is a scarcity mentality, as you know, that is, people are scared to show other people all the good techniques that they do. Here's how I think of it. I have an abundance mentality because there's enough to go around. We can all help each other, and we can all help each other, support each other. Because when I first came into this field 6 years ago, I had so many people trying to take me down, and still to this day, there are a lot of people out there who don't want to see me win, who don't want to see me succeed, and they're trying to take us down every day. And so as long as you're a good person, you stay true, you're ethical, you do the right things, you have the right relationships, you care about other people, it's very hard for other people to take you down when you have a very strong why. My why is my family, it's my kids with special needs. So even if someone tells me, Dr. Lanna, you're not good enough, watch me, because no one can take your why away from you. And that's what is so exciting. And that's why I feel like us entrepreneurs can be successful, is because we are consistent. We don't back down easily. If some things don't work the right way, we pivot and we redirect. We never give up. We just keep on going. So
thank you so much. This is amazing. This is an experience that I have too. I always say the same, you believe in yourself, you feel confident in yourself, if you know what you're doing, if you are doing the right way, if you have your education, you know what, doctor, the only way that we have to do is wait, continue doing, and wait when the people really trust you, because I'm the same than you. I just knock some doors, especially, for example, this amazing event that I'm doing that is amazing. Everyone going to enjoy, have benefit, learn. But some people don't know because I'm new. I'm relatively new. I'm not the event who are doing a Jewish Convention Center for so many years. So I have to believe and think that is normal. I'm new. But I know what I'm doing. That's why I'm going to do with all the professionals. So I don't have any problem. I continue doing later when they saw how we work, the way that work. I'm very focused in quality, no quantity. I don't want to work with the big event, with a lot of people. I don't want to do, because for me, I work more from passion. I work more with love. So I think that the best way to control and handle everything is when you have quality, not quantity. That's my philosophy to work here in patient too. I only work with by appointment with me. My patient here is just coming from long time. They are very loyalty with me, and that's the idea how we can work in with patient and also with professional. But again, thank you to share that part, because everyone, especially woman in business and a small business, it is a little bit hard, but at the end it's beautiful, because when we have that kind of experience, they don't believe how they push ourselves to make better effort and very hard. Nobody going to stop us. We love to work, we love to do this, and that's the best way to share your experience and my experience all together. Believe in this vision, in this passion, and this industry. We don't have option to stop. So thank you this part. And the last question, Doctor, how you can describe your experience with Global Integral Beauty, and how do you think that this platform is making impacts in health industry?
I love this question, Idalis. And first, I want to say that you are a visionary. Very few people that I've come across, I know very quickly if someone's going to be successful or not, right? Because you think outside the box. You have a lot of different ideas. You implement those ideas. You have you look like you have a huge team behind you, and I'm not sure if it's all you or like you and your son, but you do so many things and you offer so much, and just to put something together with your international global platforms, and then your book and all these other things, and then your gala. I think it takes a lot of coordination, a lot of manpower, women power, a lot of vision to really make this go very successfully, right? And so you take risks, Idalis, and I feel like you taking risks on the people that you trust and bring into your global platform, I think is really great. My experience with you, very honestly, when we first met each other, I just knew that you were a doer. You're not someone that just says things and has the vision, but you can implement it, and you can be that integrator. So you can get a lot of traction with all the things that you're doing, and just following up with everything, and you putting yourself out there every day. You are not someone that says, I want to do something, and then you don't finish it. You are someone that says, I want to do something, you do it, and then guess what? Next year you do it even bigger and better, right? And so I'd like to align myself with those people who have that vision, because it also pushes me. And I'll be very honest with you. The first time that I spoke on your platform was one of the first times I've ever spoken in public. I was very scared to speak. I really am. I was very introverted. I grew up, in a household where I'm, first generation Chinese American. My parents immigrated from China. They escaped from communism. And I grew up with very limited scarcity mentality and beliefs that, I can do certain things, but I never had confidence in myself to be on stage, to move the needle, to be motivational, to help other people, to change lives. But it was one of the first times that I actually spoke on stage was at your conference. And guess what? Because I spoke on your conference, because I was visible, because I put myself on LinkedIn, I actually had a lawyer reach out to me to be an expert witness for a case, a trial, because of what I posted about the Integral Beauty Conference. So,
nice, so happy.
And I never told you that, but just because I said yes to the right things that felt right to me in my heart, and put myself out there and showed people what I do, what I'm doing with you, what you're doing, already we're seeing things grow. Already, we're getting opportunities to be experts, in our field. So, and then that just grew and grew. And this year at Aesthetic Next in Texas, over 1,000 injectors, I was on stage and I felt so confident and comfortable, and, in speaking and telling my story that's so vulnerable for me. Even like when I speak with passion, and sometimes I get super emotional, but it's who we are. It's who I am. And I don't want to change that.
So it's natural. Yes, it's natural.
So allowing your platform has opened things up for me, made me feel more comfortable so that I could keep going. So
Thank you, Doctor. You don't have an idea for me. This kind of testimony that you are talking made me feel so happy because I'm doing this with the same that you, with love, with passion. And believe me, Doctor, this platform helped me to empower my own business too. When my patient come here, remember when they come in, it was not like before. Before, they only came directly to the business. Today, they do all through the website, they online, they do all the review about yourself. When they come in through here, they scan myself. Who is Idalis? So Idalis is appearing all internet with all professional in the magazine in all over, but all is a good experience that we are talking. Everything that I try to do is working together, and that's why I invite you. Empower together, help. But this testimony made me feel so happy. I'm very connecting with you, and I feel happy that you are growing. But remember, if you are growing, we are growing, and everyone is going to do the same. Thank you, and for me, oh my God, thank you to tell me today. So unfortunately, we had to finish because the time, but yeah, the last question is, you are part of the second edition of the book. So what is the expectation that the professional can read about your interview in the Global Integral Beauty second edition book?
I think your book is very special because you not only ask the questions about technical things, but you also ask questions of how to scale, how to build your brand. And so I really, in the book, which you guys will all hopefully buy from Idalis, I share my journey of success. I share all my tips, all my tricks, all my secrets to success. And I'll just give you a heads up now, there's really no direct shortcut, but it's working consistently. And I kind of break things down on how putting yourself out there, working consistently, constantly showing up, saying yes to the right things so that, you get to your goal, but saying no to the things that, don't really align with your goal. So my goal this year, I closed my eyes, Idalis, and I thought, what do I want my accomplishments to be, right? We always have a goal in mind. If you don't have a goal, you don't know where you're headed. I have a 1-year goal, a 3-year goal, and a 5-year goal. And if I want to get to that 5-year goal, no matter how audacious and how scary that goal is, the bigger the goal, the better it is. Because if your goals don't scare you, it's not the right goals, right? So all these big, scary goals that I have, I put down, and everything that I do every single day helps me get to that goal. So I would say I kind of help the mindset in the book to kind of figure out how to get you successful by you knowing your why and knowing your goal and what you need to do in the steps in between to get you to your goal.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm so happy. So you guys who are here in this interview, remember our next Global Integral Beauty Conference is going to be on November 11. Dr. Lanna is going to be one of our international speakers, so you will enjoy all her expertise. So don't forget to register yourself. We still have a special discount. Dr. Lanna, if somebody is here in our interview, and where is the best way we can locate you, through your email, social media? Could you please help me with that information?
Absolutely. Instagram is great because I'm always on my Instagram. I have a social media team, but I look at my Instagram DMs. So it's DOCTOR, Dr. LANNA, my first name, Dr. Lanna on Instagram. And then my website is DOCTOR, drlanna.com.
Thank you, Dr. Lanna, and everyone, thank you. I hope that you enjoyed this amazing interview. Remember, please, if you can continue help each other, just go to the website and go to the social media, Global Integral Beauty and Idalis Beauty Savvy, and just leave a comment and continue working together to grow in this amazing industry. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Don't forget for the next one. Thank you.